Hi, I'm Mallory Varner, as you know, from GSG. I'm going to show you about the F570 and just how user-friendly it really is. We're going to make some fun projects today and just kind of answer some of the questions that I've been asked along the way about the F570 and dye sublimation in general. So, the coolest part about the Epson F570 is that it is truly plug and play. When it was shipped to our house, we unloaded it, had it going. Once the ink's refilled, we were seriously ready to go that afternoon. So I highly recommend you looking into this if you're trying to get into dye sublimation, and don't be intimidated if it's something that you're not as familiar with, or being with a new larger machine that you're just a little scared of how it's going to work at your home office. It works great. Or if you're in a commercial building and you want to add on dye sublimation, it is a fantastic way to get into it. Like I said, it's a 24-inch. The whole format is larger than that, but it's a 24-inch print space. It sets up great in my home office and is very, very, very user-friendly. The program that it comes with is actually a driver that is both Windows and Mac compatible, so you don't have to have an additional software like a lot of different printers. So I print out of either just straight from a PDF, or Photoshop is really popular. Any of those that you're familiar with, you can print straight to it once you download that driver. Then you'll go into the different settings. I have a video over it if you want to look it up at gogsg.com, and you can see some of the different videos that we've made using this Epson F570 and printing from the different programs. All right, so I am going to get started today on telling you some of the cool features about the F570. You can either use sheets or you can do roll material. The roll material can go up to 24 inches. Today I printed with the 17-inch material. The sheets, you can do up to 50 sheets at a time, and there's also a stacker that you just push on over, and then at the bottom the stacker, when you just print it out, it'll print right onto it, so you don't have just papers flying everywhere. There's also an additional stand that comes with Epson F570 if you want to add that on as well. It's a bulk ink system. Most desktop dye sublimation printers have individual ink cartridges that can be really costly every time you need to replace it. So today my printer is low on magenta, yellow, and cyan. So what I'm going to do is take my magenta first. Each cap, the top of each cap, is designed to only work with that color. So if you have someone that's not as familiar with the printer, or you're just having a long day, it will only work in that color. So I couldn't put my magenta and cyan or anything like that. All right, so once you go to replace it, you put it on, your printer is gonna pop up and tell you instructions about replacing it. Push proceed, and then it says once you're done filling it up, you wanna push proceed again. When you know you're done filling it up, if you look down here, it'll go to the very top of the ink reservoir. It will not overflow, so you don't have to worry if you had to walk away for a second. But as soon as it's filled up, you can go ahead and pull that out. Put your cap back on. And then close that up. Then you can continue with the other colors that you're low on. Once you've finished all the inks, you want to go ahead and close up the top, and then you'll come over here to your screen and push proceed. And then you're going to select all the colors that I refilled. And then I'll just confirm. In case you click the wrong one, you can push no and go back. But yes, and so then all the ink levels are then reset to the upper line. You're ready to print. Okay, so some of the tools are one of the questions I get asked all the time. Which tools am I gonna need? What other products do I need when I'm doing dye sub? Anything like that. These are purely by preference, but what I recommend. One is our Thermotape. It's Digicat TT35. It's clear, eye by the roll. This just helps when you need something to stay into place. You don't want that ghosting where it shifts a little bit or anything like that. And you wanna make sure that everything is in the right spot. So I highly recommend this. It works fine with your heat press and doesn't leave adhesive or anything on your design. The other thing is a pair of gloves. I like the e.l.f. gloves because I like to be able to use my fingers, oven mitts or something. Anytime you're pulling off something extremely hot at like the paper after you dye sub, you want to make sure that your hands are protected. Or if you have really tough hands, my husband does, he doesn't bug them, he'll just pull it off. So it's user preference, like I said. pair of scissors is always good. I have measuring tape because I want to make sure that the design that I'm printing is the exact size of the shirt or whatever I'm looking for. And then craft paper. GSG sells it by the roll, soon by the sheets. And the craft paper just protects your heat press after, if you have anything that has like a little bit of bleed on the sides, so you cover the entire substrate that you are pressing. Also a Teflon sheet if you want to also just protect the bottom of your press from any heat when you're not pressing, or if it's been pressing all day long, you just want to have that extra Teflon sheet. All right, so I am super excited today to do a few different projects for you and for my family to take the benefit of. So we're gonna start out actually with face masks. I don't think these are going anywhere anytime soon. And the cool part is GSG offers a premium and then an economy face mask. You can buy by the hundred, so they are great to press, customize for different people. You can dye sub, screen print, heat transfer. Today I'm gonna dye sub, obviously. And then you can give those for schools, anything like that. Match your swimsuit in the summer. So you always want to think about when you're doing it, how to do it in mass quantity. Today I'm only doing one, but I have been able to print multiple ones and then layer 3 at a time on my heat press. That way you're using the best of your time and you're making the most profit when you're ready to go sell those face masks. So let's get started. All right, so I've already laid down my Teflon sheet is on my heat press. Then I have my craft paper. I did not use the template that GSG offers, but if you are interested, there are templates for our face mask at gogsg.com. So this one I have a little extra bleed. I just wanted to do that today instead of using a template so you could see what happens afterwards when you aren't using it. Let's say you didn't have a template on a new substrate that you're doing. So I can just show you what happens if you didn't have this. You'll see on here all the extra around there. I just wanted to use that as an example. So here is the T35 tape. So I am going to do this just so the face mask will stay in place. So that way it's straight on this pattern. This pattern, it's not as big of a deal, but on some, if you're doing somebody's logo or, you know, a school mascot, something like that, or their name, you definitely want to make sure that it's centered and that it's not moving when you flip it over, ready to press. All right, so this is ready to go. And you always want to make sure that the paper is right underneath the heat press. That does the most vibrant colors. If you did it the other way, which I know looks easier, I promise you the colors aren't as vibrant. All right, so my mask looks great. You can see from here where I took out all of it for the mask. But if I didn't have this craft paper, this would all get on the bottom platen of your heat press. So you want to make sure that you have that to protect your heat press. You're gonna have lots of different ink all over your press. All right, so next up I am gonna show you how to make this really colorful shirt for my daughter. I think these colors are gonna be so vibrant on the t-shirt for her. I'm really excited about it. And then this for my son that's graduating. They are doing a senior little kickoff thing for all the football players. So I'm gonna show you what this looks like on a jersey. With the jersey, the other great thing you can do if you're sublimating is put the names and numbers on the back with this versus heat press if it's a polyester jersey. So let's get started. All right, so because there are holes in this jersey, I put a piece of craft paper underneath that'll just cover the design. That way, again, like I said, it's not getting on the heat press and it won't get on the other side of the jersey. So I have my design in the place that I want it. Use just a little bit of that tape like I talked about, the TT35 thermo tape, just so it doesn't move once I press it. Now he is ready for his senior football get-together with a custom jersey. I think it turned out pretty great. All right, so this is for my daughter. This is the one I'm super excited about. to see how these colors really pop once you press them. This is a V-neck, so I made sure that it's off just a little bit so it wouldn't affect the pressure. Get that center. Go ahead and tape it just a little. All right, let's see how this one turns out. Look how fun that turned out. I am so excited to see her in this. I think that turned out really, really cute. So last but not least is beach towels. One of my absolute favorite things about living in Michigan is the see-through waters with the sandy bottoms. And we love going out on the weekends in our boat out to our lake that's close by us and just hanging out at the sandbar or tubing with our kids or wake surfing. So the thing that annoys me though is how we always lose beach towels somehow. It's like the sock in the dryer. So I am gonna make some custom beach towels that hopefully will stick around with our family and no one can say they're theirs. So let's get started. I am so excited about these for the lake and for warmer weather and to be outside with everyone. So this is gonna be an easy way to personalize towels and a great business opportunity. You know, when all of our kids were younger, everyone had their monogram on it or their favorite character at the time. It's a great way to use a towel, just a white towel, and sublimate it for lots of different reasons out there that, you know, we always do more for our kids. So a custom beach towel is a great business opportunity. Yeah, I'm so excited to see how this turned out. Oh, that looks so good. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today during this dye sublimation video. I hope you saw a few things that maybe you didn't know you could do with sublimation. There are also a million other things. You can do picture frames, tiles, mugs, a lot of different stuff, and signage as well. Be sure and keep checking out at gogsg.com. We'll post some different videos. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks for joining us today.